Hey, I'm back. It's Noodle Weather once again. Okay. Let's get everything ready. Exactly how we need it. Okay. So, here we go. Let's get everything back into place. It's been a while. I gotta fix everything back up. This was fixed up, honestly. So sorry about all this. So, what's going on right now? There's a lot of storms. I've been ready for this since about Tuesday-ish, Monday or Tuesday. This has been in the forecast. I've seen it for a while. And really, it's just a line of storms that's supposed to go through here around the time that it's going through now, of course. So, right now we have one severe thunderstorm warning. It's going over us, but it's a pair of, not supercells, but storms. Let's take a little gander in here. If I can get everything for real set up in here. Hold on. Load that. Okay, there we go. Okay. It was fixed like that earlier, I'm not sure. Okay, boom, we're done with that. Okay. Let's take a gander into these storms. If it would work. Sorry, my computer really downgraded since the last one. Okay, so strong winds, obviously. This thing's knocking on our door. We have places to watch. Alright, so I'm going to circle these places that I'm watching. That area. I'm going to watch somewhere in here. And maybe somewhere in here. And like it's the circulation, or not the circulation, just it's not that favorable for tornadoes now in this area, but I'm still gonna watch it because there was a tornado warning earlier in northern Mississippi as this line was coming in. That's the only reason I'm gonna watch it. So I guess I mean I'm not saying these are not supercells tornadoes, but I mean they could potentially get there, and it's going somewhere in this direction. I haven't really measured. Let's see. But I wouldn't count it as anything right now. Let's see. I got that about right. Let's see. Slow that down. It's going right in here. So it would go south of Athens, it looks like. So yeah. How bad is it gonna get? There is, it's just going to be some strong wind right now. Right now it looks like there's just going to be some strong wind gusts. There's really no threat of tornadoes for now. But, again, we need to make sure that we pay attention to it because there could be some tornadoes, and that's for sure. So, because the tornado threat is not zero. Spin-ups, they happen in lines all the time, and you got to pay attention to it. There's also going to be a lot of lightning. Okay, they just extended. Well, yeah, they technically extended the severe thunderstorm warning. Let's take a look at that, if we can. Yeah. Severe thunderstorm warning. It won't give me any details. Okay, yeah, warnings. Okay, it's been a while, sorry. Let's see here. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 1:30 a.m., 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, which is just barely severe thunderstorm. Severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 6 miles west of Athens to 9 miles northeast of Needmore, moving east at 60 miles per hour. Source radar indicated the impact. Expect damage to roof, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include, of course, us, and there's not a tornado possible tag, so that's good. There will be hail, but no. The hail threat's going to be on the low end, but still, you need to watch this. Very important. So let's get back into just settings. So let's just take a look at the big picture real quick. Really, there's a whole line, and we have the only severe thunderstorm warning in the country right now. So earlier there was a huge event going on. I'll just circle real quick what was going on today. Zoom out a little bit more. There was a big, strong line that was in here, all right? And there were a lot of tornado warnings, and there was a lot of crazy stuff. So that broke up, all right? This part weakened, and it was, just weakening up in here. While there was a northern part of the line that continued to go this way. And in front of that, there were little tiny supercells that formed, and there was kind of like a mini tornado outbreak right here. There were a lot of tornado warnings, but it wasn't a huge impact. So then, just lately, I'd say around 10 p.m., it's 1 a.m. right now, but around 10 p.m., there were a bunch of tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings right in here, and I was like, ooh, probably need to watch this. And then it died for a little bit, and then it got right in here again, and then it started to flare up again. So let's look back at this. This is the strongest point in the line, and it is coming right for us. This cell, because they're all kind of, as you can see, they're kind of breaking off in their own little like tiny cells, and this one is the one that looks like it's going to get us. So we're going to get that one. And there are some purple in there, so that means that there probably is some good old-fashioned hail in there. But I don't expect anything major in terms of hail. So the thing does near closer, and it's right here. That's the main part that we're going to have to watch. But any rotation that there would be, it's going to be very broad, if anything. Here we go, right here in Hillsboro. There's the two areas to watch, and if you know me, I'm going to look at that all the time. I'm going to watch circulation because you never know. You just got to make sure. So let's go back to the live dashboard. Only one watching, that's fine. This is kind of like, this is my first one of the season, so kind of just, kind of like a warm-up almost. While I have you, I'm going to mention something. And I had about 5 tornado warnings near me. I live 30 miles from I-55 and 5 miles from I-40. I saw a funnel and large hail. I-55. Oh, where's I-55? I gotta look it up. Let's see. Wait, hold on. I-55. Oh. Yeah, yeah, that's the area. Sorry, I had to look that up. But yeah, that is the area. It is, and I totally would have streamed today, but a lot of stuff got in the way. But yeah, here's Interstate 55. That's basically along the Mississippi River, and that's what I mean. There was, yeah, Memphis. There were a lot of tornado warnings around Memphis today, and I got worried about it because like there were tornado warnings about everywhere else but Memphis. So that's good. Memphis did get through that. But yeah, while I have you here, I'm going to show you computer models that suggest maybe another event on Wednesday or Thursday. And this one kind of looks like impressive. All right. So there's today. All right. Let's move on. And then you have maybe some rain chances on Monday. That goes out. And then you have a warm front goes through. And then this thing happens. And this kind of reminds me of the November 29th kind of setup. There's nothing in between. You'll see northwestern Arkansas, southeastern Missouri. There's like a little area where there's nothing, right? But look at that. There's this area of convection over North Mississippi and Northwest Alabama that goes through. I think that might be, it's a classic setup for severe weather here. So, again, that's something to watch and see if I can look at the dew point. And the dew points are pretty high, but it's battered down by that rain that is forecasting. So without that rain, you got solid 63, 65 dew points, which is not bad. Let's look at, because this is the new models. So, of course, I'm going to look through all of these live. This is my first time looking at them, but I am fully aware of, I wouldn't be surprised if they decided that they wanted to go ahead and put a day 5 or 6. I'm not sure. Let's look at the Cape. And right now we have decent Cape. And of course that's going out. So you get that. And okay. It gives a decent amount of Cape. But it's putting into consideration the amount of rain that you're going to have. So you do have Cape there. But you got to keep in mind in February does not take that much Cape to flare up anything. Whoever is at the door, go away. I'm streaming. So, Supercell Composite, again, is not that high either. So I guess that does kind of lower it down a bit. But then again, that's still that's going against the rain that's there. So that's just something to watch. That whole thing is just something to watch. But I again, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a severe weather event, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just a rain event. So yeah, but it's pretty deep. If you look at the look back at it again, it's pretty deep. It's like 900. What is it? 988 millibar low. It's not working at all. So, yeah. So, that's really what you got there. I'm not sure if that's going to be anything. Stop it! Seriously. Come on. Please. I'm just going to wait. Just leave. Okay. Oh, I got a lot of questions. Okay. Nothing's going to happen tonight. Maybe not. We're still going to have strong storm no matter what. That time of year again. There was a confirmed rain wrap that crossed I-55 and the same cell continued to produce warnings. Yeah. Light damage to their property. Yeah. This day hasn't been, huge, but it's been something. Okay. There, look at that. Okay. Looking back at the just basic reflectivity, it's looking like it's getting pretty good. So when it hits, it's going to be pretty intense. I was just out there, and it feels like the atmosphere is about to explode. It feels just crazy out there. It's the calm before the storm. So yeah, here they come up, these little cells, little tiny cells trucking along. Let's keep on going and see if there's anything else. There's some rain, and then okay, but that's way out in Voodoo Land, so early March, But it looks like we could be getting back into a wave train pattern like we had late March and early April last year. But that was a crazy amount of storms there that just happened all the time. Yeah, looks like that cluster right here. I'm not going to be able to point. I'm so used to pointing because it's been so... Oh, no, I messed it up. Oh, boy, I'm sorry. I got to fix the stream now. Yeah. Alright. Put it back. I'm just messing up everything. Come on, please. There we go. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, sorry. So you have this right here, and that's about to hit us right there. So we're about to get hit pretty hard. The street lights out? Because it's dark. Yeah, it is dark out there. I'm right up to this window. Sheesh. Bracing for impact. I have a question. Do you remember me? Although probably not. I do remember you from last year's streams. But yeah, I do. The wind. Gust front, maybe? Yep. Very, very windy out there. Is it rain now? No, that's just... All I hear outside is a... These severe... Look. It's been a long time since one of these severe thunderstorms have hit. And I'm not used to this. Here we go. Bracing for impact. I don't know how much is watching. But, we are bracing for impact here. I put a pic on your Discord of the line right before it hit me. Every time there's bad weather, I'm on here. Yep. Yeah, I remember your profile picture more. But, yeah, sweet. Yeah, you can hear things winding around. Someone just sent me a link to the Discord. Yeah, Aiden, you send something. You send the link to the Discord. Wow. It is coming down. It's coming down hard. I can see, it changing. Yeah, Dad said wind gust pretty strong. I'll say. This is pretty good. Not that much lightning though. Not that much lightning. I had to knock on wood because I did not want to experience that. But you can see it is bowing out. All right, let's see. Yeah, see, it's bowing out right here. The rain is actually starting to get harder and harder. The wind is picking up. Yeah, rain's coming down really hard. Trees, going like that. It's very intense right now. And the warning has been lifted. So, whatever was going on, the warning has been lifted. But I guess this is strong even though that wind looks severe. But how would I know? But, yeah, so there's kind of like the bowing out right there. And that means that strong wind gust, basically. And so that's good that the warning was lifted. That can let me breathe. Just zooming out here. Nothing else. This is it. You have little areas of flash flooding right there. I really don't think that we're in that much of a threat for flash flooding more than Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, that little swath. Arkansas just always a problem. What was it? It was like in May or June or something like that. It was where Arkansas would just get hammered. Harrison, you would have more subscribers if you upload here today. Well, you see, I am Toasted Noodle, and people found this, and I had to mostly just get down on posting that much. Any rotation? Not really. No. There was, for a second, I saw potential with right here, but it faded out. So, really no. In terms of tornadoes, I think we're fine. But really, we're just going to have to stick out the storm. Because it is dark outside. It is super dark. Wind is blowing like crazy. Rain is coming down super hard. This is a good start. Because this right here starts the 2018 severe weather season. And it starts here on 2/25. So I don't know if it's going to be as active as last year, where we had, what was it? If I can remember, it was that March 27th. We had 4-5. We had 3-11. Or no, not 3-11. 3-9. But we did have 3-11 for a snow event. And then 30th of April, that was a tornado warning. And then this one was a bust. This one was fun. So that one's good. That was snow. And that one was a line of storms. And then after that, I don't think we had anything for May. But then June, we had something on like the 23rd, maybe? 23rd, 22nd. It was both those days. That was for Tropical Storm Sydney. So, yeah. Let's go back. Let's take a gander. Wind is blowing hard. Rain's coming down hard. And right now we're getting towards the back end, which is good. Yeah, I live in Middle Tennessee, and we have been flooded for about 2 weeks. Yeah. We were in this tremendous drought. I know it's very hard to believe at this point. Did it just crash? No. Okay. It's very hard to believe now, but we've been in this drought for a while. And after this, I don't understand how anybody could say that we're in a drought, because it's crazy. Lit Gaming, I was on KGWX, and was showing a lot of rotation, but it probably wasn't accurate because it was in the middle of the storm. Yeah. Robert, let's have another April 27th. Let's not. But I will say, and since we're all weather geeks, kind of watching. The only people that aren't watching right now are the people that don't care that much about weather. In Alabama, we used to have every year at least one big tornado outbreak, and So these are the ones since 2011. All right, 4/27, 2011, and then March 2nd, maybe, but that's reaching for it. That's maybe. So I'll put like a little M right there. And then we didn't have anything in 2013, and then April 28th, 2014, and then since then, maybe November 29th, 2016, maybe, but nah. That one wasn't that big either within itself. But this was a moderate risk. No, this one was a high risk, of course. This one was a high risk. This one was a moderate. This one was an enhanced. This one wasn't enhanced, so that one doesn't count. So we haven't had a big tornado outbreak since April 28th, 2014. And I thought that last season was going to be the season with all those patterns, just bam, bam, bam. But I was wrong. And I think that since we haven't had that many tornado outbreaks, once we get back to that pattern, the first tornado outbreak is going to be awful. Because we've already forgotten how to deal with tornadoes. So this just isn't good. We used to have them every year, and now this is the last outbreak that we've had that was big. And the next time it happens, I'm scared, honestly, for it, because it's going to happen one day. And we're going to have no idea what to do. Let's look back at it. It's going through, so now we're on the back side. We can kind of chill out for a little bit. Stay, we can talk. We can have some fun here. So, yeah. Right now, I think the low is... Let's see if we can track it through here. It's somewhere up in here. Yeah. It's a lot of... Come on, you got it. Yeah, it's right here. It's going fast. Golly. Anyway, the low is somewhere like in here. Low somewhere in there. So it's in the Great Lakes, and we're getting all the way. That's why it's not as strong, is because it's not as close. But then again, April 28th, when we were talking about last time, we started talking about it. April 28th was right here, and low pressure was right there, which is pretty far north. But what it did, it was very slow. Like, here was like day 1, and here's like day 2. No, and then day 3. And then it just stalled out here for a little bit. And what it would do, like, it would swing from right here, all right? It would swing, like, just these waves of energy, which meant, like, right there. And then the very next day, it stayed right there. So then it swung another wave of energy. So it was kind of like just a clock, you know? It was just going around and around until it finally moved out. Which, you know, could be a big thing. And Athens is not... Okay, well, Aiden says, last year we did have a tornado hit near me and my girlfriend's house and right in path, but thankfully they were not home. And Athens is going to get hit, and the people there are not going to know what to do. Which, well, I mean, we're going to know what to do, but we're not going to be able to react, you know, as well as we would do before 2014. How did you get Raid Upstream computer? Buy it? I did. Maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. Probably longer, honestly. Probably like 2014 I bought on the computer. The year I got this computer, I definitely got it. So, yeah. What do you... Okay, just with the people watching, what do you guys think? What do you think is going... do you think this season is going to be it? Where we get the big one? Where we get... You know, one of those classic tornado outbreaks that you talk about for a while. I don't want it, honestly. Like, I know I talk about how excited I am for it and stuff, but I'll get scared if it. I mean, one of those events just scare me. Lit Gaming, I got it off of the App Store and just, you know, it's just on the Apple App Store. I use a Mac, so. So yeah, guys, what do you think? Do you think this is going to be the season where it, you know, happens? Robert says is going to be another big one. Depends on how much energy moves through. I mean, yeah. Also, you got to get in a certain pattern, and you have very limited time to do it. You have from February to May to get into a pattern where low pressures get off the Rockies and they start going like that, or like that, or like that, or they start right here and they go like that, or like that. So, but if it's on you or south anywhere, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. But if it's like, if a low pressure is anywhere, in our case, is anywhere